When Clara's older sister brought her boyfriend home for the first time, Clara already knew she would marry him. Even though she was only 5 years old, she sat next to Esteban and moved a vase with her mind. Her mother warned her not to misbehave, so she moved the vase in front of Esteban, trying to get his attention. Clara was born with the gift of clairvoyance and could foresee the future. Many nobles and powerful people came to her for help.
I've run up a great debt. You know, I don't know what to do. My family.
The Black Devil will win on Sunday.
I'm so unhappy. Just give me some hint of how to make him love me again.
Your fiancé can't stand the smell of lavender, so if you stop smearing yourself with lavender oil, he might start wanting you again.
What is it?
Suddenly, Clara felt overwhelming grief and let out a piercing scream. Her sister came over to comfort her. Clara told her sister that death would soon strike their family. That very night, during a family banquet, one of her father's political enemies made a move. He poisoned her father's drink, but Clara's sister accidentally drank the poisoned wine. By the time Clara sensed it that night, her sister had already died. Her sister's death ended Clara's carefree childhood and marked the beginning of misfortune for their wealthy family. Her father wanted to find out the cause of death and had a pathologist perform an autopsy. Clara climbed onto a box to see over the window and watch the whole procedure. Even though her mother repeatedly told her that her sister's death was not her fault, the shadow of pain and death still hung over Clara. She had warned her sister but was powerless to prevent the tragedy. To punish herself, she shut herself off and stopped speaking. To marry the woman he loved, Esteban became a gold prospector. He worked in dark mines for 2 full years. Finally, he earned enough money for the wedding and rushed back, only to attend his beloved's funeral. Clara led Esteban to her sister's coffin. This left a deep psychological scar on him. He had missed his chance to be with the woman he loved because he was working to make money. For the rest of his life, he pursued wealth, believing that money was the only way to control fate. Esteban was born into a poor family. His mother was bedridden most of the time and never gave him love. His sister, still young, had to stay home to care for their mother. She resented it but had to follow filial duties and often complained to Esteban.
I would have liked to have been born a man so I could leave too.
Glad I was never born a woman.
Growing up in a harsh household made him selfish and arrogant. He abandoned his sister and mother and used his gold earnings to buy a farm. He hired many Native Americans and ran the farm with strict authority. Through ruthless means, he quickly amassed wealth and built a luxurious estate. The estate was far from the city, and he felt unbearably lonely. He randomly seized a female slave to abuse. He saw nothing wrong with it. Slaves were his property. In that era, all men behaved this way. Soon, he forgot about the slave and went to the red light district for paid companionship. The woman immediately asked to borrow money.
You got nerve.
50 pesos, patron.
Come, you need so much.
A train ticket to town, a dress, a pair of high-heel shoes, a bottle of perfume, and a permanent. I want to be rich and famous.
He admired ambitious people and gave her the funds she requested. This act launched her future career in politics. 20 years passed. Esteban became unimaginably wealthy, but he had no close companions. The idea that money could buy happiness had clearly proven false. One day, he received a letter from his sister saying their mother had passed and asking him to return for the funeral. Few people attended, except for the kind Clara and her family. By now, Clara had grown into a mature woman. Esteban decided to transfer the love he had for his sister to Clara. He went to her house and proposed. He didn't care that Clara was mute. Clara's parents respected her wishes. Unexpectedly, when they met, Clara spoke for the first time. From the moment she first saw Esteban as a child, she had known she would marry him.
You've come to ask me to marry you, haven't you?
As a child, she thought it was love, but now she understood that fate's wheels crush forward recklessly. Her life left her little room to make choices, so she always followed the path fate laid out. Esteban's sister had nowhere to go and asked him to take her in, but he refused, so she turned to Clara. Clara immediately promised to care for her for life. Gentle and kind, Clara softened her sister's frozen heart, and they quickly became close friends. Having been isolated for years, the sister had never been close to anyone. Now she held Clara's hand, touched her face, and tried to experience a world that wasn't so cruel. The three of them moved to Esteban's farm. All of Esteban's tenderness went to Clara. He would give her a priceless emerald bracelet. When Clara lifted the table with her mind, he would gently press it back down to return her to reality. After a lifetime of struggle, Esteban finally achieved the happiness he wanted. Except for his sister's occasional interference, he was possessive of Clara, believing she could only belong to him. His sister was always close to Clara, and he repeatedly warned her to stay away, or he would drive her out. The sister wasn't completely innocent. Every sleepless night, she would watch Clara and gently touch her face. She believed Clara was the angel closest to God. She even wanted to climb into Clara's bed to feel her warmth. Occasionally, seeing Clara with Esteban would make her jealous. She confessed to a priest countless times, suppressing her feelings and praying for Clara's happiness. Clara soon became pregnant. Her parents were eager to see their soon-to-be-born granddaughter. She reminded them to take the train, not drive, but her father insisted on driving his old car. It wasn't until death arrived that they realized the brakes had failed. Her parents were killed instantly, their bodies beyond recognition. Clara was devastated, but had grown accustomed to death. When the police said they couldn't find her mother's head, she bravely led them back to the scene. In the bushes, she found her mother's head. She was a completely different person from the child who had been terrified of death. Now she faced death with calm and composure. This attitude welcomed the new life of her daughter, Blanca. Blanca grew up in a happy and healthy home. By the age of 5, she began to encounter the real world. One day, 2 strangers arrived. The slave Esteban had abused years ago and her child. They had lived in hardship and came to Esteban for money.
Get out!
Don't you remember me? Esteban, down by the river? This is your son. Look at him. I named him after you.
He refused to let his illegitimate child ruin his happy life, tossing them a few bills and sending them away. Seeing how her father treated him, the boy's gaze turned resentful toward Blanca. Why was his sister treated like a princess while he was trampled upon? While Esteban and Clara were away, he sneaked into the estate, intending to harm Blanca.
What a nice dress you've got there. Come and sit with me so I can feel it.
It's my Aunt Farla who's made it.
Matron, we have the same blood.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Blanca, your chocolate is ready.
A maid's voice stopped him, but the seeds of fate had already been planted. Years later, he still harbored malice toward his sister. Clara continued using her powers to help others. She taught Native Americans, hoping they could access the civilized world. The most promising among them was the butler's son, Pedro. He was smart and lively, and Clara took great care in educating him. She foresaw that he would become a hero who would change the land, and that he would be intertwined with her daughter for many years. Pedro and Blanca were childhood friends. One day, the 2 children played by the lake and lost track of time. Seeing his daughter covered in mud, Esteban flew into a rage.
Close that damn school tomorrow and send Blanca away to boarding school.
Esteban, no. You can't do that.
Oh, yes, I can. I'm not going to watch my daughter turn native.
But Esteban, there's no need.
Shut up, Farla, and don't you ever interfere in my family affairs.
Pedro! Blanca!
He ran the estate with an iron hand and imposed strict control over his family. He forcibly cut off the children's connection. But Blanca was a woman of the new era. She would not submit to a tyrannical father. She grew into a strong woman, like her mother, Clara. She continued exchanging letters with Pedro and met him by the lake every summer. Her love gave her courage, even to the point of jumping from the 2nd floor in the middle of the night.